Our words and our actions inspire confidence and faith and give understanding and consolation. To our colleagues, we have the obligation of sharing a great and noble task and of fighting for a common cause in a great crusade. Medicine lives and is nourished by the great social prestige it enjoys. As Thomasian physicians, we belong to a gallant team of professionals bound together across the ages and across continents by the Thomasian ideals and the Thomasian spirit. The Tomasino MD fulfills all these tasks as a scientist with professional quality and integrity, as a human being with a kind heart and high ideals, and as a member of society with sincerity and honesty. If you attain that, then you have truly succeeded, because that is the true measure of a successful Tomasino MD. However, when some of us Filipinos think of a successful physician here in the Philippines, what is our image of him? Many picture him as a rich man who lives in a marble-tiled house in an exclusive village in Makati or Alabang, who wears imported shoes and clothes, is driven in his air-conditioned car to his carpeted clinic at one of the leading medical centers in Metro Manila. His wife wears expensive jewelry, and he may even have a mistress on the side. I do not wish to be misunderstood. There is nothing wrong with financial success, especially if your money was earned through hard work and in an honest way. There is nothing intrinsically evil with wealth or power. Any man who says that he does not want to be rich or powerful is either a liar or a fool. But surely, there must be other standards or measure of success. Surely, too, men should be able to fulfill other functions and achieve other ambitions, and still their success in their chosen fields would be truly authentic, worthy of our honor and respect. I am thinking, for example, of a Filipino newspaperman, a UST alumnus, who died penniless in a foreign land and was buried in a pauper's grave. Was he a success or a failure? His name was Marcelo H. Del Pilar. I am thinking of that stubborn paralytic, Apolinario Mabini, an alumnus of the UST College of Law, who died of cholera in a nipa hut along the Pasig River. Was he a success or a failure? I am thinking of that UST alumnus, medical alumnus, who practiced ophthalmology in a rural village in Mindanao, an advocate of lost causes, who was shot in the back as a traitor. Was he a success or a failure? He was, of course, Dr. Jose Rizal. The truth, my fellow Thomasian doctors, is that the standard of success by which we will be measured as Thomasian physicians will not be how much we have earned in our lifetime, but on how we have lived those lives. Indeed, it is the men and women who have lived their lives in the service of others who will be remembered more than those who have amassed wealth and acquired power. After all, who among you can tell me now, the President of India, when Saint Mother Teresa started her charitable work in the slums of Calcutta? Does anyone remember who was the King of Belgium when Albert Schweitzer did his medical mission deep in the jungles of the Belgian Congo? Can anyone recall who was the governor of Hawaii when Father Damien lived, worked, and died with the lepers in Molokai? My fellow Thomasians, let us be doctors who will bend our energies not to strengthen our position of privilege, but to the extent possible, use our privilege for the underprivileged. Let us be physicians who will become agents of change in our society, not merely resisting unjust structures, but actively undertaking to transform them. Let us be Tomasino MDs who will be able to discern through the disorder and poverty around us, not to despair, but to struggle for hope and dream of a just and compassionate society. When I received the invitation to speak in today's program from Dr. Marivic and Dr. Reyes, I emailed our classmates from the awesome UST Medicine class of 1965 to send me whatever comments they want me to include in this talk. Here is what one of my classmates, Dr. Willie Cruz Lee, a successful retired pulmonologist who now resides in Bethesda, Maryland, wrote, which I have edited for brevity and which incidentally encapsulates what many of my other classmates also feel. And I quote, "Thomasian MDs are different. Yes, we acquired money through our practice. We achieved professional success and savored its pleasures. Many were honored, given the highest recognitions, and many were in positions of power, both in the medical environment and beyond. But graduates of the UST Faculty of Medicine and Surgery sought to achieve more, much more than this. You are a witness to the many charitable endeavors of our classmates, all giving back to the country, to their alma mater, to their fellow men, to the world, using and sharing their God-given gifts and talents without expecting anything in return." And then she added, "And we in UST, we learned medical ethics. We were molded with its moral principles, and these are what have guided us in our medical lives." That, my friends, is the real, truly successful Tomasino MD. Competent, committed, and compassionate. Magandang umaga po at maraming salamat sa inyo.